we do have a ministry moment this morning, hearing an update on our Imagine More campaign.
Good morning, everyone. We're glad to be here. My name is Abby Jacobson, and with me, I have Jason Olson. I also have Aaron Salton, and as Pastor Heidi mentioned, we are members of the Imagine More project team. And we just want to say thank you for your prayers, for your generosity. That is really what's allowing us to be up here sharing an update with you today. So just to give some background on Imagine More, this is a 3-year vision campaign that we kicked off last fall, and really it is a commitment where we were asked to make 2 different commitments. First was investing in a relationship with our one, and our one is someone in our lives or in our circle of influence that may not be walking with Jesus or may not have a faith home. And so we're just asking each person to invest in that relationship, to pray for them, to care for them, to invite them. And then our second gift is an invitation to make a sacrificial financial commitment to the future of St. Thomas. And really that is just to support making St. Thomas a welcoming place for years to come. And our goal for the Imagine More was $1.25 million, and we know that was an ambitious goal, but you all in your generosity pledged $1.4 million. And so that's absolutely right. So thank you so much. And we know that Imagine More is not just about a capital campaign, it's really about going out, welcoming members of our community, making people feel welcome when they're here. So it's not just about improvements to our facilities, it's making a welcoming place and someplace that visitors and our ones want to come back to. I'm going to kick it over to Aaron next. Thank you.
So let's just look at a few of the projects that your support has made possible already. As you can see on the screen, every time you drive in the parking lot, we've done those parking lot replacements and the repairs, which is so important. Yay for that. Saving, because we talk about, using Pastor David's words, our parking lot is our mission pad, and that's our first impression when people come. So having those repairs and making that first impression is so important. We also a huge excitement is we paid off our mortgage, so we have, so now that we've freed us from that debt, we can put more into our ministry. We've also started our tithe to Dana Village. That will be ongoing, but we did an $80,000 tithe to them already. And then finally, we just covered the costs of the campaign events that went along with that as we got excited for this 3-year project. Now let's look at where we're going on some things that are coming up. So Imagine More is so important for us because it's allowing us to use cash, not debt, to fund our ministry. So we have several projects that are prioritized by importance and impact, and you can see those up on the screen. So projects that are already scheduled are the sound, lighting, and technology enhancements in the CLC and the sanctuary. Those projects, the funding is already complete. We have that all on hand, so we're very excited to say that those should be completed in November, but all of those enhancements. Then you can see the potential projects coming up. And we're planning for paint, signage, and carpet throughout the entire building. If you walk around, you know it's not always easy to navigate our space, especially if you're new. So we're going for some consistency and some great signage to help people in our building. And also chairs for the CLC. So the ones you're sitting in, you know some of them are slowly dying, and we need to make sure that we have nice chairs in here as well. So right now we have about 2/3 of the funding for that. When that funding is complete, we'll execute that plan for the signage, paint, carpet throughout the building. So we're in the planning stages of that. So once we have the funding, we can say, let's go. And then finally, you see a couple more projects up there, the CLC hospitality space and the sanctuary flooring and altar enhancements. We, once we finish number 1 on the potential future projects part, then we'll start planning for number 3 for sure. And then again, once we have that funding in place, then we will hit go, and we'll be working on a CLC, a hospitality space down here. We have the fellowship hall, but we know there's a need to have another hospitality space down here. So Jason's gonna go through the financials with you.
All right, let's look at some money here. So we talked about earlier having a commitment of 1.4 million. Some other great numbers to talk about, though, is we have already received 810,000, so 58% before the end of the first year, which is huge. So thank you guys for that commitment. That's huge. Allowing us to complete a lot of those projects right away. Now, this is a 3-year campaign, so this goes through 2027. So we're going to continue to accept those contributions. And so we're looking for that additional 590 that's kind of roughly left out there. We did do our tithe to Dana already to start, and there will be more coming as those contributions come in. So we spent a little under 500,000 of it right now. We have another 220 earmarked for the remainder of this year. So where we're standing right now, even after those estimated expenses, we're at about 93,000 left in the Imagine More campaign to start planning for those future projects. And there'll be more coming in this year. We have some larger contributions that usually happen near the end of the year. So really excited to get that 2/3 balance up so we can start planning those future events. So I just really want to thank you guys for the generosity that we have at our church. It's overwhelming and abundant. You'll hear a little bit about abundance here later on as well. But our committee you've made this very easy for our committee to do what we need to do. And so again, thank you. And if you guys have any questions, find us afterwards. See us a week later. You know where to find us. Thanks, guys.